Welcome to another edition of Tuesday's Tech Tip with computer guru Rich Robertson from Computer Enhancement Systems. Rich, what's the most common problem that most people have with their computers today?
Well, believe it or not, even when you buy a new computer, the hard drives seem to go bad in them. And I hate using the word bad because they don't really go bad. There's a platter inside the hard drive that's kind of like a magnet. It starts to lose its magnitude, and that's how you develop bad sectors. So to cut down on price on the computers, they find cheaper and cheaper hard drives. And so even though you have a new computer and it starts running slow, you will be surprised how many hard drives we place in new computers.
Now, let's talk viruses. How do most people get viruses on their computers?
Believe it or not, when you go to a website, it used to be porn. You used to always have to go to porn, but not anymore. Not anymore. When you go to a website and you'll get this pop-up.
Sure.
And it wants you to answer a question or ask you if you want to check this out. And when you click no, that is a macro button.
Huh.
And behind that macro button, there's code that says, download this virus.
Whoa.
So if you think you're being smart and you'll click on the little X up in the top right-hand corner,
sure,
that's a macro button.
So you don't mean to do it, but you're doing it anyway.
Absolutely. And so the only way to get around that is to hit Control, Alt, Delete all at the same time on your keyboard, and then your Task Manager will come up. And when the Task Manager comes up, you have to click In Task, and then it'll remove the pop-up. That's the only way. But if you click any button on that pop-up, it will automatically download the virus because that's all macro-driven.
Good to know. Now, these are all things that you got to know if you're a technician, and I think we've all heard some horror stories about different technicians. Are good technicians a dime a dozen, or are there problems in the industry?
There is a major problem in the industry. Reason being is a lot of technicians that come out with bachelor degrees are the government just scooping them up left and right.
Sure.
A lot of technicians come out of trade schools. Well, the way it is, the X generation coming up is not like the older generation, being that is people are living at home longer.
Okay.
You get dad saying, look, either you go to school or you get a job. And so they're choosing a tech school. School's easier than getting a job.
Sure.
And the tech schools are making their money by the government paying for the tuition. And so they have to have a certain number graduate and get jobs in the industry to keep those grants coming in.
Ah.
So here you have a student that really didn't want to be a student. He was kind of forced to it. So his heart's not really into it. And when they're coming out, now they get to graduate, they're done, they have to get a job.
Huh. All right. I see what you're saying. So it's not really the training of the student, it's the work ethic. I imagine as long as you've been in business, it's difficult to find great techs.
I've been in business 18 years. And I am telling you, it's sad to say, I've been through over 100 technicians. Now, most of them my clients never see them. We keep them in-house working, and then once they have to, it's kind of like UPS. You have to start loading the truck, packing the truck first.
Sure,
and you
sure.
work up the scale. Well, it's the same thing with us. You work in-house, you start with diagnostics, doing the tech work, the bench work, and then we get you into troubleshooting, then we keep moving you up, and then we get you out on site. So it's different grades you have to go through.
That's good to know. Your techs adhere to a higher standard.
Correct.
All right, sounds good. You guys have superior techs. You guys are also great at responding to the customer's needs almost immediately.
Yeah, the neat thing is, if they go to CESITservice.com, there's a button up there called Tech Tip. Once they click on that button, they can put in what their problem is, they can put their email in, and if they want, they can put their phone number in, and then I get notified immediately, and then I can respond to them, tell them what they need to do to help resolve the issue.
That's great. I log on to your website day or night, and a tech can call me back immediately.
It's as easy as logging on to CESITservice.com.